Hey Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. The stream starts soon. Tonight I'm playing on PC. I'm doing aliens and bounty headhunts back to back. I'll be in public worlds, so if you want to join me, feel free to join. But do me a favor and smash the like button, hit subscribe if you're new, and turn on bell notifications. Alright, we're on Fallout. Let's get in game. Good evening. A shout out to Heisenberg Finn, RAV Chaos, Not an Alien, Kingshots89. Can I join? You absolutely can join. You'll have to add me though, most likely. You're in queue to join? Jeez, I just joined this world. We're already in queue. That's not looking too good. That means the world is full already. Okay. Well. Then what I'll do... We'll go get some bounties and get ready at least. It's about to be Alien Invaders time, so we're gonna do that for sure. Is that a pepper shaker you're using? It sure is, Epic Naws. Good evening to you, J Swims. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too, Michelle M. Michelle M. 4565 GG. Hope you're doing well. Let me know in the poll I'm about to put in the chat. What platform do you play on?
Damn thieves are around again.
Ben got in the world.
Do you not understand how important I am to this town?
And it is Invaders time. So let's go do that. Sent a friend request. Okie doke.
I am Homer. Typically, I would not get involved in public affairs. But the extraterrestrial is my specialty, so I would like to help. Those brainwave siphons are collecting unauthorized data. To put a stop to this,
Have you
we
tried a
must
beaver
rule out
tail?
the
It's like a
alien
donut but a
commanders in
different shape.
control of the force fields.
I have not.
While extracting brainwaves,
Is that
the
in game?
siphons emit
Or are
periodic
you talking
energy
about real
pulses.
life?
You may want to avoid them if you can.
Are there any rewards worth getting from invaders from beyond? Nothing new, but cosmic capture for sure if you don't have it already. It's a camp item that gives you agility, an agility buff, which gives you more points to use in VATS.
Everyone, brace yourselves for the commander.
The commander, you say?
Excellent work. Now, focus your fire on the brainwave siphon.
No, unfortunately no new rewards, eh? Would have been nice to get some new rewards. What platform do you play on, Lost Chain? Real life, it was a Canadian dish food video I watched. Interesting. First time I hear of it, but I've probably seen it before. But I don't think I've ever had one.
There are two commanders coming. Take care not to draw the fire of both at once. Force field eliminated. Destroy the brainwave siphon.
Yeah. Well, Lost Chain, the thing is too is it's end of season right now. It's pretty rough as far as like servers go, and I don't seem to have a problem finding servers, populated ones, but I have seen a big drop off in views since the start of the season, which I do every single time. Like every single time we're near the end of a season, views on my channel drops. And that's just because people aren't playing the game. They're playing other games. They've completed the season, chore board, and they're doing other things. And that's okay. They'll come back. We're going to have an update here on September 15, and it'll bring a lot more people to the game. Which armor do you mainly use? I primarily use Strengthened BOS Recon. I use the Strengthened Armor Limbs on the armor set instead of the Pocketed, because this gives me immunity to being crippled with the Adamantium Skeleton perk card on the build. It gives you 20% limit damage resistance per piece. So this means like soloing the snake boss, for example. If you're gonna use Secret Service at that event, you know, or activity, fighting the snake boss is gonna cripple you very often. Every time it does the poison attack damage, it'll cripple you. So when you get crippled, you have to break VATS, you have to use a stim pack, and then reinitiate VATS. And it just adds time to your run. Whereas with the Strengthened Armor Limbs, you can completely eliminate that. You don't get staggered anymore. I mean, you still get staggered, you just don't get crippled anymore. So then you can just, you know, fire, target limbs, not have an issue with it making it so that you have to stop shooting and then use a stim pack. So it's kind of like a huge quality of life for doing bossing. But if you're not big on bossing and you're just doing, you know, the casual event and you're a casual player, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with running deep pocketed on your armor instead of strengthened. Obviously, deep pocketed just means you can carry more. I typically don't have issues with this build with carry weight because I manage my inventory pretty well, so I typically sit at around 120 or 140 pounds, and I'll have around 360 pounds of carry weight. I can push it up to 400 because I'm carnivore, so I can do like food buffs that push that up to 400. So I have like 300 extra pounds of carry weight without deep pocketed. Really depends on how you set up your build, and weight management's a big deal for a lot of people. And things like notes creep up on you over time because events, a lot of events you do will drop notes. And chems or bait, improved bait can also, like, look at this. I have 249 improved bait and it weighs 12 pounds. I'm not going to use this. I basically don't do any fishing in this game. Don't have really time for it. But it's also just not really a favorite activity of mine. I totally get it if you enjoy it. I'm not hating on it. It's just not my thing, so I don't end up doing it. And then the bait just ends up piling up on my inventory. So let's drop that bait. Civil engineer can also have strengthened on it. That's right. Civil engineer. There's a couple ones. Like, I think marine armor can also have it. But unfortunately, Secret Service does not have access to it, so... Like, one time a person posted in the Discord that they had the build exactly like my 39-second solo snake build. And they were saying that they can't get it lower than 1:30. Which, to be fair, is still, like, fine. You're still killing the snake in under 2 minutes, and you just need to kill the snake under 2 minutes to get the best rewards at the snake. But they were just trying to get it down closer to the times I had in my video.
She keeps telling me the same.
And they basically did have the build right down to the letter, except for the type of armor they were using. They were using Secret Service. So they kind of overlooked that, and I had mentioned it in my video that you can't use Secret Service if you're expecting the same results. And there was nothing else that they could really do, because what ends up happening is that time, that extra time it's taking them to kill the snake was coming from them having to break vats to use a stim pack so that they're no longer crippled and can target limbs again so that they can focus fire on the eye of the snake. So it was sad for them. It was sad for me to break that news to them that they had to build an entire armor set just for them to achieve the times in my video, but it is something I mentioned in the video. It's really important not to skip parts of the video. I do break it all down so that you avoid those mistakes. I live 20 minutes from where they were created. That's so cool. Maybe I should get you to, like, ship me one. Express mail.
Maybe it'll be safe to leave town one day. Maybe when Rado...
Currently trying to get BOS recon armor. Only have civil engineer one at the moment. That one's really good. It's really good. I either use civil engineer or I use BOS. I actually prefer the look of civil engineer. I wish it was better than it is. It's still really good. The only advantage that Brotherhood of Steel has is it has higher stats. So
it'll take another army
that's
to
it, really.
the Ruskins one. Best keep lying low.
Higher resistances to, like, damage, energy, stuff like that. But civil engineer is definitely still a top tier option. In fact, it's my number 2. I've shown a video where I soloed the snake on a civil engineer build while bloodied at 20% health with unyielding armor. Unyielding doesn't grant you any type of damage resist, so I was taking all that damage at 20% HP in Civil Engineer and still soloed the snake just fine under a minute. So it's really good. Don't overlook Civil Engineer. If that's what you have right now, then, you know, keep focusing on trying to get that gold and trying to visit Minerva when she comes around and has the BOS recon, but you're gonna be gold until then for sure with Civil Engineer. I should probably launch my flare. Let me know, gang. Let me know what platform you play on. PC tends to win this a lot. Let's see if we can beat PC tonight, gang. I left a poll in the chat. No beaver tails here, but lady a block from my house sets up a cart every night and makes fresh churros that are to die for. That does sound delicious, Darren Minez. Hope I'm saying that right. I just realized there's an A before the I. Minez. Jade Dizzle says, Glass, my new thing is I go for infestations, then whatever 4-star mod
King hasn't reached here.
I drop, I'll redo my whole build around it until the next one. That sounds like a
Welcome. Never
a
runs out of
chore.
ice cream
That
cost
sounds
trouble. In which
expensive.
case,
But hey, if that's what you're doing and that's what you're finding fun, more power to you. There's nothing wrong with that. Keeps it entertaining, right? You kind of like are rolling the dice in a way.
Great.
Where is your camp? My camp is currently off the radar because I'm max cap. I got Secret Service back when it was still king. Now server hopping for limit breaking to replace is too much of a chore. It does happen, Enodor, but I sell limit breaking in my vendor. I can craft it and I sell it all the time for super cheap. So, if you ever need it, just let me know. Hi, Miss Glass. I hope you're okay. I've got 18 wanted posters saved up. Let's go! You don't have to use them if you don't want to, if you're in here. I do have a bunch saved up too. So, if you want to save yours, I have 19 on me right now. Which should last a good hour or two. But if you do want to use your wanted posters, I won't stop you. Go for it. Saves me some grinding. Or more of them for the next stream. You're using a satiated combat rifle. You know what? That's actually an underappreciated mod. I have satiated too. It dropped as a box mod for me. So I put it on here on this Dom Pedro, and I love using this thing for grunt hunts. This is my grunt gun because it's clearly overpowered for grunting, and it's how I farm up my wanted posters. So I like using this. It has quad explosive. The glowing 3-star perk gives me increases glow by a small amount on kill, so it helps me not have to like use toxic goo and stuff like that when I'm grunt hunting. And then the satiated mod gives me kills restore feral. Because I'm a ghoul, it's gonna restore my feral instead of my hunger and thirst, which is nice because if you're feral and you're using a ranged build, you have minus 300% weapon accuracy. So it's actually a nerf. It's a pretty serious nerf to your ranged build. So you don't want to be feral. So kills will restore feral. It'll make that little bar. See, right now I'm feral. I'm not like super feral, but I'm a little bit feral, so. So typically I would just go start a grunt hunt and use my Dom Pedro, and it fixes my feral meter. It also fixes my glow. It's pretty neat. Super underappreciated for ghouls especially. I recommend having a sidearm as a ghoul that has satiated because it's such a quality of life thing. I don't have to keep tracking chems to cure my feral with this thing. I can just shoot enemies and cure feral that way. I'm on Xbox. We'll use them when you're on Xbox. Probably have more by then. Oh, GG, Wayne. Sorry I didn't play on console this weekend, gang. I worked hard on leveling up my new character. Some of you may not know, but I did start a brand new human character on PC so that I have 2 separate characters that are endgame for my endgame build guides, like my ghoul and now a endgame human build. So I was able to get that new human build up to level almost 400. She's almost level 400, so she's good to go for endgame guides now. So I won't have to keep switching my main over to update builds because it's annoying. It keeps taking my atoms because, as you guys know, I like to be able to perform the builds live and show you how they work. So it was costing a lot of atoms to switch back and forth to keep showing you guys how both perform. I just decided to start a new character, and since it was double XP this weekend, I just focused on grinding my PC character, my new one. Hello from Brazil. GG. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic evening, gang. Oh neat, someone's launching bounties now. It's the best time to grind. That's so true, GD Prime. So true. I was able to grind almost 400 levels. She's like 386, so she's just shy of 400. Did some full raids, did some snakes back to back. It was a fun weekend. There we go. That cured my feral meter, that one kill. I'm feral all the time. Katana melee build. That sounds fun. Yeah, you're gonna do a lot more damage, feral, if you're melee. That's what it's for. Neat. Plus, I feel like this weapon is so satisfying to use. I feel like a proper bounty hunter. You know what I'm talking about? It just fits the role-playing aesthetic. You guys know Dog the bounty hunter, right? Well, I'm the cat, the bounty hunter. Buzz Lightyear at your service. Here to make him disappear. It's like the ghoul himself gave him his blessing. You're right. I keep forgetting this is actually his weapon.
What? You looking for a handshake or something?
Isn't it neat?
Get small. Grab a bounty if you feel like rolling the dice.
In a good way.
Ghoulified.
Try out something.
Bounty hunter. Puss in Boots. Yeah, basically. Am I wearing boots? I am wearing boots. It tracks. We're here to make Pawpaw Skittles proud. Smash the like button if you're new to the channel. Hit subscribe. Turn on bell notifications. I live stream and upload weekly Fallout 76 content. Live streams and uploads on character build guides and more. It's bounty time. I'm gonna go buy some bounties too. So I'm gonna drop, I think, my bounties in the thingy. So I can have my camp open. I mean, without the electoral mandate to legitimize the bounties, we are kinda just extrajudicial hitmen. My guy, are you a lawyer? Is that what's going on? Do we have a lawyer in chat? Because I genuinely don't understand what you said. But it makes sense. I'll say it makes sense.
off my debts.
Keep your head
Prices.
down. Or someone might put a
Okay, I'm
price
gonna
on
drop these bounties so I can buy more.
Sneak into the last resort again. I made a killing off all those bounty hunters in there. They'll stay afloat. Plenty of
Wish I
bounties
could
around
see
this
what's
town.
over the river, but it's way
Still
too
alive.
dangerous to leave town low on caps.
Ha.
Time to take on a
Well, no,
bounty.
nigga. Good hunt. I'm not looking. I can do. Huh. Here's about good hunt.
Things do expanding. Before it's stupid, too.
Everything in its place.
I'll go do a grunt hunt. Of course it spawned where everyone's at. This seems to be a bug. Whenever there's a cluster of people at a location and I launch a grunt hunt, it always puts my grunt hunt where like the people who were just fighting a bounty are. It's really strange. I think that's a bug. Let's see. See what happened. Looking for the bounty. Yeah, see, people are attacking my bounty, my grunt hunt. Not great. Not great. And that's because it spawned my grunt hunt right where there's a bunch of people. And that always seems to happen. If you launch a grunt hunt right after a bounty, it puts the grunt hunt right where people are at.
Help yourself to a bag. There's always more.
So much.
Pretzels?
You've been
Those
down
ash cavers
below.
mean business.
Stinks.
Must be sitting on a treasure trove of ordnance.
This ain't a place to make friends.
Killer caps. You're too busy staring at the walls for hours.
New poll in the chat. Very serious question. Let me know. If you guys notice I went quiet, it's because I'm destroying a bag of rolled gold. Stuck in a loading screen. Oh no! Hopefully you don't crash. That does happen a lot.
Watch out.
Well, more where those came from. I can do that. This just...
Wish I could come down to the bar sometime. No. The Rusking has eyes everywhere.
Hit like, gang. YouTube makes me say it. They twist my arm. They force my hand. Not really, but it just helps this stream get out to more people that want to see it. They missed the notification. It's also a free and easy way to support the channel. Targeting someone else. That's annoying.
I'm hit. Come on.
We'll stay afloat. Plenty of salads to drown in this town.
Gonna be interesting to find out what Cooper Howard was doing in Utah. And if they mention how he ended up in Ohio. What? Was he spotted in Utah? Dressed as the ghoul? Or was he just there on a camping trip?
Lots of new faces.
I don't know.
in town. Wonder why.
Most likely could be for TV.
I'm only
the
half
TV
mad
show
at
to
best.
film some scenes for the
Not like that
TV
bunch of
show.
lunatics.
Is Ohio in Utah? In Utah? I think Ohio is its own state, is it not? I could be wrong.
What is green over
I
there?
don't have a degree in geography.
Well, unless you got business. I can do that.
Been down below? Stinks down there.
There has to be something out there. Somewhere the Rust King hasn't reached yet.
Ohio and Utah are their own states. Ah, okay. That's what I figured. Set shots from the next season have a set in Salt Lake City. Well, that's cool. Ohio is Burning Springs. It is. It is. I think I still haven't learned Lucid yet, so it would be nice to get Lucid unlocked tonight. I'm just gonna throw that out there and hope that it happens. Seems to be the best way to do it. It's happened so often on stream that I say like I hope this happens, and it actually does. It's happened twice with Fashnat with saying I wanted a mask. One time I wanted a specific mask, and I said I wanted that specific glowy mask during a Fashnat, and I got that mask at the end of the Fashnat. So I'm a little superstitious. So what? It seems to work for me. So yeah, I hope I get Lucid. Beast of Burden came up if anyone needs an Elder's Mark. We could probably go do that. I'll leave it up to you guys though. Seems like we're on the bounty headhunt grind. I know everyone's trying to grind for unique weapons, which is what you should be doing right now. You should be grinding for unique weapons, like launching nukes on Seismic or neurological warfare. I got another poster after this guy's poster's done. Sweet. The Lucid grind is real. It sure is. I luckily managed to unlock Elementalist and Active, like 2 weeks apart from each other, so I've been doing good, but I think my orange is cooked for the next year. Just from doing grind times and stacking up posters. How do I join this server? You have to add me. Your gamer tag is listed on the screen. It's XMissGlassX. You don't have to add the cat serpent slayer part. So just ignore that, and it's just XMissGlassX. Unlock overeaters, nice. GG. All right. Let's see what you guys picked. Do you like pretzels? I sure do. 81% said yes, 19% said no. 32 votes. Good poll. That's a good poll. Neat. Thank you for participating in our vault experiment. They could have gluten intolerance. I'm gluten intolerant, but I still I still eat gluten just when I can't fight the urge to. This is what it is. Gluten is too tasty. I can take the HP hit. I'm tanky enough. I can tank the gluten. Oh, look at that! Anti-armor bullets explode 3 strength minigun. That's cute. I'll throw that in my vendor. I guess I'll go activate my camp. Now that I have cat room. I haven't used this camp in a while, but it's still here and it's still cute. I love this camp so much. I did show how to build it on stream. If you guys want to know, just let me know. I'll link it in the chat. Or in the comment section after the stream. We got sentinels in there. I'll put a couple endurance mods in there for 3,000 caps. Look at that. Look how cheap that is. I got the best prices in town, game. That's right. No one can beat my prices. I'm undercutting myself. We already have a customer. We're not even open. Jeez. I guess the word is going around. Looks nice. Thank you. I have a lot of time into it. Like, I even, like, merged these little chessboards so that it looks like there's wax paper on the table and, like, food trays and stuff like that. Went all out. Oh, we have an infestation. Oh, no! I wasn't able to kill them. But yeah, I'm always trying to help out, gang. I'm always dropping mods for sale for the cheapest prices so that you guys can flesh out your builds and get them working correctly. Limit breaking, active, elementalist, whatever new mods I unlock, I tend to sell them. So always keep checking my vendor, keep an eye on my vendor. It's already over. I think I missed it. Shoot, I did miss it. That's okay.
Might be rough around the edges here, but all are welcome. Don't go causing trouble.
So nice not to be out on the hunt for once.
Where did I put my smokes? Stay sharp, girl. You don't have friends here.
Here's a good question. It's something that's been on my mind since the Bigfoot was introduced into the game. I always felt like it would kind of make more sense if they made him a chance encounter where you can kind of just find him in the wild. Like, you know how you sometimes will have like a random encounter just walking down a random road in Appalachia, and you'll have like the lemonade stand robot guy show up. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if Bigfoot could spawn like that? Wouldn't it be lore accurate to Bigfoot's like personal lore because he's just kind of roaming in the woods? Wouldn't it be neat if we could come across him just out in the wild randomly? I think it would be great. I think it would encourage people to explore more, and the only thing that it could kind of potentially break would be like, they would definitely have to not do it in the forest region because new players tend to explore a lot in that region and be in that region in general, just build their camps, their first camp there. But there's no reason they can't do it in like the Savage Divide and, you know, regions like that that are more endgame and further away from the vault, where you can just kind of go out exploring, like an actual exploration. You make an exploration team and you guys go hunting for Bigfoot, and if your teammate finds one, it alerts the rest of the team, sort of like Infestations does. But whereas instead of actually finding Bigfoot in a search area like Infestations, it would be completely off the map and you just have to kind of find him by chance. I feel like that would be cool. More world bosses in general would be good. A load of mole rats destroyed some of your camp. Oh no! That's why I have insurance. Glass, what are the best weapons to put bullies on? Honestly, the pepper shaker. I know I keep saying the pepper shaker for everything, but nothing cripples faster than the pepper shaker. It is a cripple machine and everyone knows it. It's like the #1 gun for crippling. And since the bullies mod goes hand in hand with crippling, it does more damage the more limbs you cripple. It's one of those things where it just goes hand in hand. With the pepper shaker. There's someone spamming them, so you can probably wait. Oh, okay. More world bosses in general would be good. I wish they would have given us a world boss in Burning Springs. It's so strange that they haven't. I'm over here like waiting for it, and it never came. They teased us with the quest and story for Burning Springs where you meet the Rust King and he's like, we're gonna go toe to toe one day. And it never happened. Might happen someday, but they honestly wait too long to actually make it happen, to implement it. Like, it's too long. We're too far out from Burning Springs. Anyone that might have done that quest line is most likely, like, you know, just have moved on from Fallout 76 or playing something else right now. Because it never came. But yeah, it's strange that they didn't give us another world boss for Burning Springs. I was really let down by that, because when we got the Skyline Valley map section opened up, they gave us a new world boss because of neurological warfare. So I kind of just figured it would happen. I figured it would go hand in hand type of thing, like, okay, you know, this tracks with what they've done in the past, but I don't know, I think because there's allergic to consistency. hard for your player base to kind of gauge what you're going to do. That might be their whole idea behind it. They don't want us to know or expect what they're going to do next, but I don't think it's a bad thing for your players to kind of like get used to what your update cycle is like and what to expect. So, added glowing. Oh, I was hoping I learned it. Crafting unlocked stabilized. Okay, but that wasn't a 4-star, so it has to be a mod, an armor mod, stabilized armor mod. That was not a 4-star. That camp is brilliant. Thank you so much, Wayne. Let's go and repair my camp and see if I can put some more stuff for sale. I think someone bought my mods. Oh my god! What happened to my customers' cars? They all blew up. Shoot. Well, there is a sign that says park at your own risk, so I do have one. I'm safe. Honestly, I don't remember where my where my camp module is on this camp. I don't remember. Oh, it's here? Yeah, it is here. Okay. There we go. But yeah, I have my back door for my kitchen. Chef comes in through here. You kind of have to close it first because his truck is in the way. All right, let's see what we got for sale. Oh, cool. Elementalist is still there. I'm surprised. Okay, what else can we throw in there then? I don't know, maybe through hikers? People like through hikers. Having a sale on Elementalist since I just unlocked it like 2 streams ago. We got some conductors in there. And I'll drop some limit breaking. Why not? Hello. Shop away. Shop till your caps drop, I guess. Hi GG and gang. Hey Ray Ray. I want more world activities in the Skyline Valley and Burning Springs. I hear you on that one. It's really sad that they took away the activities we had in Skyline Valley. Like, I get that it was buggy, but they had a pretty solid fix for it, in my opinion. Where if the pack Brahmin got stuck, then you would just have to wait it out and it would autocomplete. But yeah, I guess they didn't like that. It wasn't a good enough fix for them, so they just decided to pull the plug on the entire update. Which is so sad. I know a lot of people really enjoyed that. They found it a chill grind. But the rewards for me were lackluster. That's what I felt. I felt like the rewards were lackluster for that. So I didn't really do it a lot. But I have some friends that play that are more casual players that were sad to see that go. Funny enough, the Orange Cowboy actually loved doing that. Next raid will hopefully be Rust King in a gauntlet or nuke drop. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping they make Rust King a nuke boss. Wouldn't it be so cool? It's kind of the perfect location for it. Like, what if you were to nuke this location and then when you go to it, you know, you spawn inside of the dome so that you're not in the rads and you can fight the Rust King. That just makes sense, you know? I feel like it would be so easy for them to implement. And we would eat it up. Like, absolutely. I don't know if this is my bounty or not, but... I know some other people are launching bounties too. Can you sell lucid or pinpointers? Unfortunately, I can't. As far as I know, I can't craft lucid unless I unlocked it and didn't realize, but let me check. I've been playing on this character for only a year, and I know that seems like a long time, but unfortunately with this RNG, it's not. Can I craft pinpointers? No, I can't. I can craft bullies, conductors, aegis, haulers. Oh yeah, this is a new one! I forgot about that. This is a new one. This is a great one. I want to do a build around this. I just keep forgetting about it, that I unlocked this. Limit breaking. Yeah, so those are the ones that I have unlocked. For 3-star, for new mods, I have active, which is pretty cool. But unfortunately, I can't sell these in my vendor for cheap because they take a whole freaking bobblehead to craft, so they're pretty rare. So I don't even sell them because I need them. I need them for my builds that I do with them. So unfortunately, this is one that I can't produce in mass. I wish I had this unlocked on Xbox because a while back when I first did my 1000 max AP build, I made a trade with someone. They had like a ton of bobbleheads and I traded for like 3000 agility bobbleheads. I traded some Fashionat masks for 3000 agility bobbleheads. So if I can unlock active on Xbox, I still have those agility bobbleheads, by the way. So if I can unlock active on Xbox, the whole Discord on Xbox is getting hooked up with active. So join the Discord, link in the description. It's free to join. We have members on every platform. Check it out. Let me see here. Do I have Lucid? I don't think so. I think I did unlock Lucid on my PlayStation character though. Yeah, it's my PlayStation character that unlocked it. It's so dumb. She's human. She doesn't need it. That's always what happens, am I right? I don't see how people get so much stuff in their camp builds. There's nothing really to it. The thing is different items cost a different amount. So basically of like budget, camp budget. So for example, if you have a bunch of turrets at your camp, then that's why it may seem like you can't do so much decorating. You'll notice I don't have a single turret. I don't have any defense mechanisms. Defense mechanisms like turrets, they use a lot of budget for decorating, so it really limits you on what you can do. If you don't use any turrets, you're good. You can decorate a lot. But yeah, there's videos about this on YouTube going over like what items cost what to build, so you can really kind of see what's the worst items to use as far as camp building. It's called the flamingo unit measurement. So you'll want to type that in on YouTube. Flamingo measurement or flamingo units, Fallout 76. There's no like tricks to getting more build budget or anything like that. It's just knowing what costs too much budget and avoiding using those items. Like another thing is workbenches, crafting benches. You'll notice I don't have them at my camps. They're inside of my shelters. So that's what it is. It's for that reason too. So not using... So if you're using turrets at your camp and you have crafting workbenches out, you're gonna just destroy your build budget. You won't be able to decorate. Oh shoot, it's Alien Invaders time. Okay, let's go do that.
Hey there.
Watch your back.
Still alive. Unless you've got business, keep 'em. I can do that.
Everything in its place.
Sorry. Right there. Now you need a fix to get you through another day.
Recommend that's out the box for myself.
The last resort's been getting real busy recently. Must be something special going on.
So I'll buy a couple bounties and I'll head straight to the Alien Invaders event.
Stay out of my business.
We'll stay afloat.
Just
And
here
the
to
thing
wait-
is too is you don't really need the turrets for your camp. They genuinely don't help. Every time I've used them when I was a low level, I would come to my camp and the turrets were destroyed because the AI for like the super mutants attacking your base or the scorched are smarter than the turret. They'll start shooting at it, they'll target it from a distance before they approach. Like this actually happens, and so you always end up coming to your camp and your turrets are blown up and half your base is destroyed and something's attacking it. So they're just not worth doing. Turrets are generally thought to cause enemies to spawn more too. Camp allies are usually better for defense purposes when they bother to fight, of course. That's true. I didn't know about that first part where turrets can cause enemies to spawn more, but I know that that is the case with generators, power generators. Those definitely attract enemies, and like they'll spawn every time people spawn in at your base. Sometimes enemies will spawn right next to the generator.
Now,
I've seen
take
that
down
too.
the final commander and put an end to this. Destroy that siphon.
But yeah, I
Put an end to
have.
this.
I think it's Dottie. She's the new-ish ghoul that comes from the event or the fishing season that we got. I just made it. Sadly, I didn't get any loot from the event, but I got the rewards. Yep, 0 minutes ago. 4 minutes later. These events just don't last. An event like this for the whole server that only happens once per hour, it should last at least 10 minutes. But 4 minutes is crazy. Alright. But yeah, I have Dottie at my base, and she does do a great job because look, let's go see her. Let's go see Dottie. She uses the harpoon gun, and I have 2 roaches that keep spawning inside of my base. And she keeps, you know, pulling out her harpoon gun thingy and wrecking them. So let's go see. Let's go see if she's here and if she'll do her thing. Hi, Dottie. So this is who I'm talking about. She comes with these boxes, not the Jeep. By the way, I live underground. Don't mind, it's a bit messy, but I mean, I'm a ghoul. What do you expect? The moisture helps. Oh, see? See? See, she just took care of business. She just killed this roach. She is my pest control. She's the best ally I've had at this camp. Another one spawns from here, but it keeps attacking my teal... the teal bathroom set. So even the roaches hate the teal bathroom set. But yeah, see, Dottie killed this roach too. It's great. She lives here rent-free as long as she takes care of the roaches. And so far she does a fantastic job. This is a very active server. Does seem to be, right? Every time I visit your base, it's roach infested. Yep, that does happen. We do have a roach problem. Perks of living underground. It's funny when I come to my base and roaches are attacking the teal bathroom set. It's so funny. I get a good chuckle.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right. Okay. Well, that's nice of you, Ray Ray. It is a normal way, I guess, of making your camp. But if you're looking for why, you know, people have more budget and it looks like they can decorate more, that's why. It's because they aren't doing that. They aren't, like, using crafting workbenches inside of the camp. You can still use them, but put them in your shelter. It saves a lot of camp budget. Oh, neat. We're doing neurological. Sweet.
It's not safe outside of town. The Rust King's thugs are everywhere these days.
Sweet.
Them raiders will be back raising hell soon. Jackasses.
Come on, please unlock Lucid. Oh, this is a nice revolver. Kind of feel bad scrapping this. I almost want to use it as a little sidearm revolver for my ghoul bounty hunter.
Time to take on a bounty or two.
But nah, it's not worth it. It'll force me to carry another ammo type on me. So I'll just scrap it. No, I didn't get the Lucid. Oh no.
Maybe it will be safe to leave town one day.
Maybe it will be safe to leave town one day. Maybe when the rat hogs fly.
Well, I can do. Here's the bounty notice. Good hunt. Not looking for.
Wish I could see what's over the river. It's way too.
Alright, so I still got time. I'm gonna buy a few more bounties. Or at least one more.
May always manages to stock enough food for us all. She must earn a lot.
How am I meant to keep selling if my customers keep
Everything in its place.
Just here to wet your whistle? I can do that. Huh. Here's a good.
Traffic has been picking up lately.
Hungry? You should give May a visit.
This place is a hellhole.
What you can do is like put down a shelter door and then write on the shelter door either with the neon lettering set or something like that. If you have any type of lettering, neon lettering, something that'll grab attention, and you can write like crafting room or something. This way it saves you budget and people will still be able to craft their stuff if they visit your base and want to craft stuff. But most people tend to either go to their own base to craft stuff or, you know, go to Nuka World or Highway Town. I tend to go to Highway Town a lot just because I'm always farming wanted posters, so I'm always there. Just give you examples.
Calibration procedures have concluded, a Vault Tech representative is required to de-escalate the alert. Defense calibrations will be concluded in 1 minute.
Hey, Michelle M., you're in the world. You made it. GG. Seeing a lot of familiar gamer tags tonight. Uber Cat, Blastberry, Chill Gaming, Music, Ruby Plus. GG gang.
Defense calibrations will be concluded in 30 seconds.
Chill 8. Chill 8 has some really impressive camps. If you want to go check out his camps, he has some really nice camps. Especially his shelters. Alright, let's go! I'm feral! Oh no! I'm gonna fix my feral meter here. Do that, we'll do overdrive. Toxic boom. Let's go. I know the Anchorage Ace drops from here. I think the Red Terror does too, but I could be wrong. A long time since I got a Red Terror drop, so maybe not. But I have been farming Neurological myself on Xbox to try to get an Anchorage Ace to drop. I did manage to get one on PC. It's going to be a lot of fun with the changes coming next season.
It is with artillery that you are to blame.
Red Terror is dangerous and outside, that makes sense. I forgot about that event. Bunch of them drop from here actually. One of the really nice Tesla rifles drops from here. It's a unique Tesla rifle. I forget what it's called. It's a V63 something. It's a good one. It's a great Tesla rifle.
Let those psychos at the Rust Kingdom sort themselves out. If it's dog eat dog, it won't take too long.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the Bertha.
Never runs out of bounties, does it?
I think the Helga might be the
Someone might put a price on it.
This ain't a place.
Gatling laser. Or is it the Olga? I don't know. They have a few different names for the different V63 weapons. It's kind of confusing. One of the rare times I actually need to pull ammo out of here.
Your life hit rock bottom too.
I'm usually always depositing ammo with the pepper shaker.
New bounties there all the time.
We'll stay afloat.
Plenty of
You
sound
waiting for
this time.
the sort of person Nah, if you're hungry.
The
kind
Bertha?
puts- I'm talking 12. Well,
That makes sense.
Full of confidence, eh, Cal? Wasteland.
Which ones are you guys excited for the most? Which
Pleasure
unique
doing
weapons
business.
are you gonna
Here's
be
the fine river. Good hunt.
using when the event or when the update comes?
I hope we can hold out here.
What I wouldn't give to get some Appalachian
Stay out of my
food
business.
This heat is relentless.
The Rust King's goon.
Oh, Michelle M, you got the ace. Nice. Nice. The Anchorage ace is gonna be awesome. I mean, it's great right now, but it's gonna be even better. I'm gonna make build guides with it. Can't wait. Honestly, can't wait for this next update. Oh, I forgot to launch my flare. I'm over here picking up junk because I need it. I'm sorry, gang. I'm sorry. You guys can launch it. You can go ahead and launch it. Leopard Terror Sword. Another one I can't wait to get my hands on and modify is the boiling point. I think will finally be useful. I'm really surprised they went ahead with that change. It's such a drastic change to the combat system. Like, pretty much everyone's gonna be running unique weapons. You realize that, gang? Like, you think it's bad now that people are running, like a lot of people are running the Elder's Mark? It's about to get a whole lot worse. It's not a bad thing. It's just that, you know, all anyone's gonna be running is uniques. And that's okay. I saw someone mention they were anxious to get their hands on one of the bows. One of the... I think you get it from the Love Tunnel event thingy from Nuka World. I forget the name of that event. I have terrible memory, gang, and memory's too expensive right now, so I can't upgrade. But yeah. Looking forward to getting the Nuka launcher. That's a great weapon. That is a fantastic weapon. Vats Unknown. Oh, that's a great one too. That'll be interesting to mod too.
Hey there.
Wait, what changes being made? You'll be able to, spoiler alert, gang. Maybe block your ears for a sec if you absolutely don't want to know what's going on next season.
Get on out there, killer.
But yeah, that's the one. Burning Love. Yep. From Tunnel of Love. Yep, that's the one. What is wrong with my memory tonight? I can't remember anything. I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's the love tap. The little Tommy gun with the skin with the hearts on it. I've always loved the look of that gun. And I've never used it because it wasn't good. But basically, some of these unique weapons are locked, right? And not all unique weapons are locked. What I mean by that is currently we can modify the Elder's Mark, we can change the legendary mods on it and stuff. And same thing with the Holy Fire, which is another unique weapon. We can change and modify the legendary mods. But in the next update, it's on the PTS right now. You can jump on PTS if you have a copy of it on Steam and test it. It's a public test server if you don't know what it is. And right now on the PTS, they're showcasing the next update, and basically people are testing it, I guess, for them. And right now we can modify unique weapons. We can... The pretzels dehydrated your brain. They sure did. I destroyed this bag of pretzels. But yeah, you can modify all of them. So like, think about the boiling point. How the boiling point came with the raids. It's a reward you get for fighting the snake. And it's a flamer that has a unique skin. Where it looks like a snake. Right? And you don't have the ability to change the mods on it. The legendary mods. And the mods on it right now suck. It has like Furious, which is great. There's nothing wrong with Furious, but the second star is bashing damage. And let me tell you, bashing damage on a flamer is underwhelming, to say the least. So, most people like to be able to run god rolls. So the fact that the boiling point isn't a god roll and it looks so cool, they honestly, I feel like they did it really dirty. Because no one's using it. You never see anyone running around with the boiling point. But now, with the next update coming, you'll be able to modify the boiling point and have a really cool looking flamer. And it'll have uniques. It'll still have unique effects. So like, all the unique weapons have unique effects. They've been messing around with them too. They're changing and updating what these effects do. And yeah, I don't want to get too far into it because I just don't want to spoil it for people who don't want to really hear about it right now, but it's all over YouTube. People have been making videos about it. What the heck's going on? Come on, let me place my camp thingy. Not enough catnip? No. Can change the stars on the cursed shovel as well? Yeah. Curious about the circuit breaker. Someone did ask about that, and I did test it and can confirm I was able to change it. Now the thing is anything is bound to change, right? They could decide at the last minute that some of these unique weapons are too powerful and they remain locked. I doubt it. I doubt it because they seem to be really going ahead with just unlocking unique weapons and making them modifiable. But it is the public test server, and it's like they say in the public test server release notes, everything is subject to change without notice. So they could decide at the last minute they're not even doing this update. I'm just letting you know, so you don't get mad at me if it doesn't end up happening. But it's looking like it is happening because they've been testing it a lot.
This place never runs out of bounds, does it?
Can we change the paint on the Holy Fire yet? Yeah, you will be able to, actually. That is one thing, yes. Same thing with the Elder's Mark. You won't have to run it with the Elder's Mark skin if you don't like the, Elder's paint skin that it has. I think it's like a cultist Elder's skin or something. The cultist paint, same thing. On the holy fire, you'll be able to take it off. Same thing with the boiling point. The snake looking skin on the boiling point, you'll be able to take it off. Same thing with the anchor jace. They're gonna be fully modifiable, guys. Can we talk about GTA 6? What do you want to know? They might have added bash damage because the paint has a snake mouth on it, but it's a useless star. That's funny. I never thought of that. It really could be that. I think you're onto something, Chris. Yeah, that's actually so funny if that was their thought process behind putting bashing damage so that you make the snake on your flamer like bite things. What a silly thing. Could absolutely be true. GTA 6 hacker right now? Yeah, I did actually look into that today. Basically there is some guy, I guess, leaking full game footage, and like not just footage, but apparently he has a full build of GTA 6 and he's been like threatening Rockstar to stop this whole abandoning physical media thing, and he's kind of holding them hostage with their own game in a way, because if he releases, he's been threatening, I guess, to release the ending of the game before the Netflix series thing, or I don't know what to call it. It's not a series, but it's a Netflix premiere. Netflix and Rockstar are doing some kind of premiere thing to showcase GTA 6. And he's kind of been like trying to say like, oh well, I'll showcase, you know, the whole game and the ending of the game before your Netflix thingy if my demands aren't met. Now doing that is illegal and it's a federal crime. So like he's in deep hot water. But there's a lot of people speculating that he's either German or Russian, and so there won't be much that authorities can actually do to apprehend him. Who knows? There's all kinds of stuff about it though on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's a really interesting situation, but I don't want to like dwell too much into it because a lot of it is speculation. But he definitely does seem to have an actual full playable copy of GTA 6 because he showed himself shooting his gamer tag on the wall in the game, which is crazy. It's kind of cool in a way that like someone is, you know, basically risking their freedom to try and preserve physical media for the rest of gamers and to try to put an end to the corruption and greed that the gaming industry just keeps going down. But on the other hand, it's also not a good thing for the gaming community because it genuinely makes us look bad. I feel like it paints gamers in a bad and negative light. It also will ruin it for a lot of people. It'll ruin the release for a lot of people if he does release the build of the game. Stuff like that. So, it's kind of a tricky slope. But that's me talking about it since you asked. It's like a double-edged sword. It's almost like a vigilante move, but it's also like kind of not the right way to do it because he's absolutely risking his freedom, and it also just makes the community look bad. It makes gamers as a whole look bad. I feel like, but anyways, people will have different opinions on that. Glass, from your experience, how much resistance, as in numbers shown in the Pip-Boy, is enough for a day-to-day power armor set? Like 2,000 energy resistance enough? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If you want the trick, the real trick to it, if you want to boost those resistances, Ironclad also works with power armor, even though the animation or the little icon for it is just a non-PA. But this does work in power armor. So you would want to have it full rank, but because I'm ghoul, I have the dual health bar thing going on. I'm pretty tanky. I really don't need it. But look what it does for your resistances. And honestly, 2000 energy resistance is way overkill, Saiyan King, because I don't have anywhere near that with my non-PA build, and I can run this build bloodied and solo the snake boss and, you know, do all this stuff. It's definitely way trickier to do bloodied at like infestations or something like that. But yeah, so let's look at this here. We have 691 damage resistance, 269 energy resistance, 158 fire. And I just have this 2 rank. So let's remove the 2 rank ironclad. Let's put on a 3 rank and see what that jumps up to. So we went from 690 to 741 damage resistance. And that'll also work with power armor. Now if we remove ironclad, we're down to 494 from 780 something. So we lose half of our damage resistance. I'm gonna get out a power armor here just so you guys know I'm not, you know, just saying anything here. You guys will see it working with power armor. So this, I think, this full reflection PA should be Vulcan, which will give us the highest stats. Is it Vulcan? Yes, it's Vulcan. Okay, so let's jump into Vulcan. So right off rip, we have 2,800 energy resistance in Vulcan and 2,400 damage resistance, which is a lot. And if we equip 3-star Ironclad, which at rank 3 will give us armor provides 25% more protection, double if wearing a matching set. That means if every piece of armor is a Vulcan piece, it grants double that, which means we're getting 50% more protection. So let's equip Ironclad, and now our, yeah, we got 50% more. We went from 2,000 energy resistance to 4,170. Our damage resistance is absolutely through the roof. We went from like 2,800 to 3,715. So if you need more DR, if you're finding you're not tanky enough, do that. Add Ironclad. Whether you're in power armor or not, it's super beneficial. I'm gonna drop this back down to my 2 rank because it's plenty for my BOS recon. And this way I can squeeze in my adamantium skeleton. Combined with my strength and armor limb mods, I'm basically immune to getting crippled. Neurological, let's go! That's a good point, Darren Mina says. Yeah, trying to pump a crypto coin doesn't exactly make them look like Robin Hood for the people. I get what you're saying too, and I'm not defending what he's doing. I'm not at all. I think it's wrong. I'm saying like, I think like the initial thought process behind it was there to be like, hey, like just don't do this like corrupt physical media thing, but then you're right, this other information about how he's using it to load up on crypto donations to leak what is the next video he's gonna leak is kind of scammy, you know, and it obviously makes us look bad, and as a whole, as a community, gamers, not like particularly exactly me and you, but oh, look at this character. She's so cute. like your character. I don't know who that is, but... What do you guys think? Let's ask the chat. Let's make a poll and ask the chat. Do you guys think he's Batman? Or is he the Joker?
Unauthorized access to the facility detected. Authorizing defenses to eliminate intruders.
Let's see what you guys think. I think that's a good comparison.
Reaction.
That's so cool.
A Vault-Tec representative has de-escalated the alert, and all defenses have been
What happened? Where did the body go?
Have a nice day.
What the heck? Hi Glass, what's your outfit you're rocking? Sorry for just noticing your question. It is the Merc Charmer outfit. I'll show it to you in a moment here. I'm just trying to like get up on top of this thing. Trying to go to the top. Yeah, Merc Charmer outfit. It's actually from Fallout New Vegas, but it came during one of our season updates as a seasonal outfit. One of the best, if not the best, seasonal outfits they ever gave us. And, yeah, it's definitely unique. Definitely has a neat look. Unfortunately, it's a seasonal reward. So, your best chance of getting it is going to be next... in the next couple of seasons there. They're doing this thing where they're bringing back legacy seasons. So once you finish a season, or while you're working on a new season, you can actually use your points on a legacy season instead. You're going to see it when the time comes, but basically it just means that if you miss out on rewards from past seasons, you can do it. You can get those rewards by saving up your score. Let's say you decide you're going to power through this season, and instead of trying to grind for the 150 page, like on seasons, when you get to the end, instead of grinding to buy stuff off this page, you can grind instead for a legacy season that you missed. And I think it's a great thing that they did that, because there's, like, I just started playing on PC. I mainly played the last, like, 4 years on Xbox, you know. I have, like, 12,000 hours on Xbox. That's not exaggerated. That's actually... I posted it in the Discord one day. And there's all kinds of items that I have that I got from seasons, because I completed, like, every season since Season 2. And there's items I wish I had on my new PC character that I just don't have access to anymore because I didn't complete those seasons. I think it's a great thing that they're doing that. But yeah, it's a neat outfit. trying to get you a nice shot there, but... I like it. I like it because it was my favorite outfit in New Vegas. And you would actually just get it from killing, I think, raiders or some enemy, maybe not raiders, but some faction enemy that was in New Vegas. They would drop it. Oh, I see what you mean, Lost Chain, but basically, the comparison I'm making here is like, is he a hero or a bad guy? For me personally, I just think it's a bad look. I don't think it's the way to do it. I think voting with our wallets is the way to do it. If people were to organize, you know, mass boycotting, that's a lot more effective than trying to hijack a company's assets without making us look bad. You know, like canceling your subscriptions and stuff like that is a lot more effective. Max legendary script is 11,000. I was pulling the trigger that whole time. I had no bullets in my magazine. Nice. Fantastic. Awesome. No bullets, no problem.
Lots of newcomers. Always good for business. This ain't a place to make friends.
Wow, I don't even have time to make it here and post another bounty. Someone's already launched one. Crazy. That's cool though. Appreciate the help, guys. Ow! Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Smash like. Subscribe, do all the things, turn on bell notifications so you get notified when I go live. Also, check out our Discord, link in the description. It's free to join. There's no obligation to join the membership to join our Discord, but you do get perks if you have the membership and link your accounts. GG. Oh, this has the rushing mod. This is a new mod. Gain action points over time on a kill streak. Effect becomes stronger the higher your kill streak. I did do some testing with this, and it is neat. It is really good. Sorry, had to clear my throat there. It is really good for events, like when there's multiple enemies around. Specifically events like Rad Rumble, where there's a lot of ghouls that can spawn. But for me, where I'm typically solo bossing a lot, it really does nothing for me. Oh dang, this one's hitting hard. They almost got me. Please unlock Lucid. Chance to learn Lucid. Let's do it. Nope. No Lucid unlock. Sadly. Holy shoot, I have 3 HP. What the heck? I was getting attacked while I was scrapping, I guess. Vampire's explosive 2-star radium. That's cool. Let's roll that 3rd star and see what we get on it. That's what I like doing with those 2-star drops that have neat rolls on them. Alright, so we'll go roll this 3rd star to a random star. 15 reload! Let's go! Actually neat. That's cool. Alright. Well then, I guess we'll put some mods on it and maybe throw it in the vendor or something. So neat! Sometimes I get god rolls like that. Like I had a furious rapid 2-star handmade drop on me the other day. And I rolled the 3rd star randomly and got less VATS optimized. So it's a furious, rapid, less VATS cost, 3-star weapon. And I gave it to my mule because it landed randomly on those stars. Means that I can just trade it off to my mule. It's not locked as long as you don't physically change a mod. As long as the mods are random. Is this the only tent with the aid box? No, there's a bunch of them that have the aid box. Not a lot though, but yeah, there's not a lot. Sorry, I take that back. There's only a few that have the aid box. Is this the... Oh, I already read that. What would you recommend on the pepper shaker? The pepper shaker, I highly suggest checking out my build guide for it, because not only do you need specific mods, but it requires a very specific loadout under strength, because you can squeeze out more damage. So I have quad, rapid, VATS optimized. The reason why I don't run Furious is because this gives me 200 round mag capacity. And when tested against Furious, it runs laps around Furious because I'm not reloading. I'm reloading 3 times less, and I can keep up the DPS by stacking high Bullet Storm, by reaching that 20 stack of Bullet Storm, which is giving me 180% more damage. And with the sorry, I lost my train of thought there. With Bullet Storm, we're able to gain more damage out of that. And it can sit at 20 stacks with almost a full mag. Watch. See at the bottom right of the screen, I'm at 161 rounds, and now I'm at full stack. So I have 20 stacks of Bullet Storm, which means that I'm going to have 180% more damage right there. See, Bullet Storm now reading 180% more damage for the remainder of that magazine. You won't reach that high and stay at that damage bonus that long. Why did you get rid of explosive? With with explosive, it's not that I got rid of it. Explosive is nice to have if you don't have a high max AP build. Like I'm using active on this build, so I'm able to run rapid with it. But it means I need to also increase my AP density. Notice how I have higher AP on this build. My build that uses explosive has around 280 AP, and that's great. But with rapid, you just need more max AP to sustain it in VATS, or else it'll just run right through your AP. And that's because the fire rate and the AP cost means that mathematically it won't stay infinite VATS. You're able to get away with that and stay in VATS for the entire magazine by just having a massive AP pool density like that. But that's why it ends up shaving off like 2 seconds on a run, but also it increases my survivability if I'm bloodied, which was the main reason. Because if I can land shots sooner and get those crits sooner, then it means that Conductors is restoring 10 health and action points sooner. That happens sooner, and it heals me faster as a bloodied player. I'm not bloodied right now, but I do play bloodied occasionally, and that's really why. I noticed that my survivability just increased dramatically by throwing rapid on it with my unyielding version of this build. But also I have the hex barrel on there, and you absolutely need the hex barrel and the plasma magazine for now, because plasma magazine shows on the weapons workbench that it's doing less damage than fusion cell, but when we actually tested it side by side, the plasma magazine is doing more damage. It's doing like 10k DPS more. It's just a problem with the damage numbers showing up on screen. So it's laser mag that's bugged right now. It's not actually doing the damage that it's showing that it can do on screen. So you'll want to run the hex barrel with the plasma magazine, and the reason for the hex barrel is because it gives us 8 shots, and with those 8 shots that does 2 things for us. We're able to stack Bulletstorm fast. Look at the bottom right of the screen where the stack counter is. You're gonna notice here, I'm gonna try to have my mouse counter. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so look at the bottom corner of the screen right here. Okay, and I'm gonna plug my controller back in because I'm a console girly and I need my controller. But once that little icon goes away, okay, we're at 10 stacks of Bulletstorm, so I'll swap weapons to drop Bulletstorm completely. Now watch how fast it builds Bulletstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It builds Bulletstorm fast. And that's your damage. That's your damage that you're building. So the reason why it builds Bulletstorm so fast with the hex barrel is because it's shot counted. It's not counting the ammo coming from your magazine to stack Pepper Shaker. Or to stack Bulletstorm on the Pepper Shaker. It's counting the ammo or the shots that leave the business end of the firearm. So that's why we're using the hex barrel. It gives us 8 projectiles per shot, and it's shot counted that stacks Bulletstorm. So we're able to hit that 180% damage bonus a lot sooner. And another important thing is going to be the perk cards with the Pepper Shaker. So you'll want to run a 2-star easy target instead of a 3-star. And the reason for that is simple. It allows you to squeeze in other perk cards like Shotgun Champ. This is going to work in combination with the Hex Barrel that I just mentioned. Because the Hex Barrel is giving us 8 pellets per shot, this Shotgun Champ perk card works with it, giving us 10% damage to crippled targets per projectile your weapon fires. And what that means for you is with 8 projectiles coming out of the weapon at 10% damage per projectile, that's 80% more damage from Shotgun Champ. Another thing you'll want is Love the Spread. Love the Spread gives us 3 or more projectiles. Weapons that fire 3 or more projectiles gain 30% range, which you absolutely need on the Pepper Shaker. You need this. The Pepper Shaker, it kind of struggles in the range department, so this helps a lot. This is a must have. Must have Love the Spread, must have Shotgun Champ. If you don't have Shotgun Champ and you don't have Love the Spread, you're just not going to see the performance that I'm getting out of this pepper shaker for yourself. Another important one is lock and load. You keep half your Bulletstorm stacks when you reload. That means if I'm at 20 stacks like I am right now, if you look at the bottom right of the screen, and I reload, it drops me down to 10 stacks instead of dropping me down to 20, which means I'll reach the 20 stack value sooner. Look, we've already reached the 20 stack value and we're at 160 rounds. So that's the breakdown of the pepper shaker. It's also important to have one gun army under luck on your build. The nice thing about the pepper shaker is other players can craft it for you. So if you are trying to get a pepper shaker and you're having no luck finding the plan, it is a rare plan, you can just join a community Discord somewhere and ask someone to craft you one, and people absolutely will craft it for you. So check out our Discord link in the description if you haven't already. Ask in there for a pepper shaker, and who knows, I might join your world and craft you one. I can craft it on every platform, so. But yeah, people are always helping in the Discord with that. Anytime someone asks for a pepper shaker, people are always willing to craft you one, so that's a neat thing. We have a very welcoming community for new and experienced players. What 4-star would you recommend for free aim down sight gauge minigun? Either bullies, polished, or pinpointers. Not in that order though. I'd say probably the opposite, like pinpointers, polished, and bullies in that order. For aim down sight, the thing is with pinpointers is it doesn't work at EN06. Contrary to the belief, a lot of people think it does. The chest, the torso on EN06 is the only thing you can target when the shield drops. And the torso does not count as a weak point. So pinpointers only applies the bonus there if you're able to target limbs. And we can't target limbs at EN06, so it doesn't do anything for you there. But if you're gonna be doing like anything else, like infestation boss or something, or bounty headhunts, then targeting the limbs are gonna be better. Thank you so much for the lucid weapon. Thank you, Ruby. That's so nice of you. Yeah, polished is gonna be the best one. The Saiyan King. Polished will be the best one. Because it's the best all-arounder. You'll still get your damage at EN06 from targeting the torso after the shield drops. The difference between the Gauss minigun and the pepper shaker Epic Naws is the Gauss minigun just won't stay in VATS. It needs outside help to do that because it has such a high fire rate, a rate of fire, and a very high AP cost to go with it. Meaning if you enter VATS and you're using like a crit build with conductors and limit breaking, it's not enough. It still ends up running right through your AP. So there's two ways to fix that. One is to use a blood sacrifice build, which is where you convert your HP bar into your AP at 50% more cost, meaning it uses your health points instead of your AP in VATS at 50% more cost, and then you run a full set of armor that uses auto stim, with Stimpack supers only. And then you have vampires on the weapon. The problem with doing that is when we compare it to the Pepper Shaker, it runs the exact same times at the snake. It's not faster. And that's because you're forced to use vampires. You have to drop Furious because you are now, in order to use your weapon in VATS, it's costing you your life. And the problem with that build is it falls apart at infestations because not only are you doing damage to yourself, but these infestation bosses are doing a ton of damage to you. So you become really squishy and very easy to kill. And if you run out of stim packs, you end up killing yourself because you're shooting your weapon in VATS and it, destroys you. You lose your health. So the only other option you have to use a Gauss minigun in VATS is to use a coffee spam build. And then you have to carry around like 300 coffee on you to support your Gauss mini for a couple hours of gameplay. So you're constantly grinding or trading for large amounts of coffee. The best way to run the Gauss mini is an aim down sight build. No VATS, no problem. You'll have no issues with it. You'll be able to do high damage. You'll be able to run it. You'll be able to set it and forget it. The nice thing about the Pepper Shaker is it meets or exceeds the DPS of the Gauss mini, but it can stay in VATS without outside help. We're not using coffee to stay in VATS with it. We don't have to run a blood sacrifice build and convert our HP to AP. You can stay tanky with it and still stay in VATS with it. So it's definitely a set it and forget it type of build with the Pepper Shaker. Whereas the Gauss Mini is just a high maintenance build that makes you squishy if you run it with the blood sacrifice setup. It's not going to be for everyone is what I'm saying. It's not the most effective tactic for everyone. That's what I love about the Pepper Shaker. When we did our Heavy Gunner build guide, or sorry, our Heavy Gunner tier list, where I compared every Heavy Gunner against each other, against the raid boss, and saw how they performed, it's the most popular video on my YouTube channel. The Pepper Shaker came out on top in terms of efficiency, and it met the same DPS as the Gauss Mini, and that's why we placed it ahead of the Gauss Mini. It's because it can reach that same DPS as the Gauss Mini, but it's just way more efficient at it. That's it. It's just more efficient. Plus it prints ammo. If I ever need ammo, I just go and run some, 6s back to back or some snakes back to back. Typically I'll run the snake back to back. It's just quicker. I don't have to deal with the shield and stuff. And it means that I can kill the snake in 312 rounds. It only takes 300 rounds for the Pepper Shaker to kill the snake. Another thing with the Gauss Mini is the ammo weight weighs a ton. I don't like that. I don't like that it weighs a lot. Even with ammo reduction perks, it weighs a lot. So, yeah, there's a few things I don't like about it. I've had the Pepper Shaker for the longest time and never used it until now. It's a great weapon. You're missing out, my guy. I've been posting build guides about it for a whole year. It's been the meta for a whole year so far. How do you actually solo the Guardian? I see no way to do it unless you have explosive. You do not need explosive. You don't need explosive. It's too much to get into on stream right now, but I have build guides and I have guides that show exactly how to do that. That's my specialty. I show how to solo the raid bosses. That's what I do here on my YouTube channel. The live streams are a secondary thing. The main dish is character builds, OP character builds, how to solo the snake, how to solo the 6 boss. Last week I showed how to kill the EN06 boss with one mag dump of an Elder's Mark. Just one magazine, no reloading. I also showed how to kill EN06 in a single phase using a pipe rifle, a 3-star pipe rifle. So, yeah, you don't need explosives. I don't know why you think that, but...
Time to die.
I urge you to check out the channel, my guy. You won't be disappointed. I break it all down for you. I show you exactly what I'm doing. I break down the builds, the weapons, the armor, the special perk loadout, the mutations. I show you everything. I talk about the tactics. I learned a lot about editing so I could zoom in on stuff and like bring up perk cards while I'm, you know, demonstrating the builds and stuff like that. Also that I can kind of give you guys the full rundown, the full breakdown, a really solid tutorial on how to do it. So you want to check it out. I meant to get his shield down. Yeah, it's really easy. What you want to do to get his shield down is you want to use reflective damage. Explosives will do nothing to his shield, but you want to use Ricochet. It's a perk card that reflects damage back to your enemy. And you also want to pair this with Bullet Shield, a perk card under Endurance. Oh, not this one. Bullet Shield. Gain 15% deflect chance for 6 seconds when firing a heavy gun. And yeah, I showed this in a stream actually just before this stream. I got on to just live stream showing myself how to drop the shield on EN06 with the Elder's Mark build that I have using... you want to use a heavy gun for the shield, and then you can use whatever other weapon you want to kill EN06 from there. And basically, as long as you're firing your weapon, it's not the direct fire from your weapon that drops the shield. It's EN06's own damage going back at him. All of my build guides talk about this, Epic Naws, so check out the channel after this stream, okay? Do yourself a favor, my guy. Check it out. It's all there for you. I put a lot of time in these build guides for you guys, so do yourself a favor and check it out. That's gonna be it for tonight's stream though, gang. I'm exhausted. It's late here. My voice is all raspy, so it's time to go. I appreciate you guys checking out the stream and hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate it so much. Also, check out the links in the description. I left the membership link and our Discord link. There's no obligation to join the membership to join our Discord. I'm Miss Glass. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Ching ching! I left our Discord link in the description. If you want to find a community to play with. I also left our membership, but there's no obligation to join the membership to join our Discord. Thank you so much for watching.